Welcome back, everyone. This is CCP Fozzie, joined by CCP Rise, and we're bringing you the fifth match of the second day of the second New Eden Open. This is Gerodian versus Thingy. Gerodian, of course, a corporation member in Solar Fleet Alliance, and Thingy made up of Turn Left Corp, a pretty well-known PvP corp. And we've got some pretty cool setups coming up. Why don't you tell us a little bit about them, Rise?
Sure. So you guys see them there on the screen. On the left for Gerodian, they've brought a really in-your-face setup, a Start Day, a pair of Demoses, a pair of Vigilance, and 2 Condors. And then the Turn Left guys have brought 2 Slipners, a Curse, a Scimitar, a Saber, a Nemesis, and a couple Merlins. So this is going to be a tough match for Gerodian, I think.
Yeah.
The Curse is definitely bad news. It would probably be a tough fight with the normal Slipner Brawl team anyway. But we'll see. They have a lot of damage, of course, and if they can do a good job getting on top of something important early, maybe they'll do all right.
So Gerodian came in at 0, and the entire Thingy team came in at the max range of 50 kilometers. So Gerodian has to move quite a distance before they can get across on any targets.
Yep.
Gerodian has also dropped all ECM drones. They're trying to emulate the big thorax rush from the Band of Brothers defeat in very famous Alliance tournament history.
It's actually pretty common to see if there's been other blaster teams in this tournament that have done that, and that's something I feel like tends to show up when you have these just completely all-in blaster setups, is that they go for ECM drones to try to mitigate a bit while they kill a thing or two. But
and Condor already down. I think he got caught by by that Saber there. This is, if I remember correctly, the exact same setup the Thingy brought yesterday. Like Agmar Money Team, they're trying to, I guess, not show off more than one setup to other teams in the first weekend. It didn't work out for Agmar Money Team. It looks like it's going to work out for Thingy. I mean, they've already taken down a Condor, and they've got a Vigilant going down low. And the Sleipnir that's taking damage is still hanging on at the moment all right.
Yeah, and you saw when the match started, the Turn Left team kind of just took off in different directions, tried to kite as much as they could and kind of run the blaster ships around, and they've probably not even, like, just now I think they're getting to where they're closed in on that Vigilant, and he goes down now. But in the meantime, the rest of the Gerodian team is still kind of having to run around to get to their targets, and during that time they're taking cap pressure from the Curse and getting chewed up by those Slipners, and the second Vigilant's about to go down already.
Yeah, you mentioned as we were just starting this off, the Curse, not what you want to see when you're bringing a blaster team like this. It does 2 things really well. It uses energy neutralizing from a long range and tracking disruption, and both of those are problems for this Astarte Demos Vigilant team. Actually,
if the Ewar effects can be trusted, there isn't actually any tracking disruption, which is not uncommon. I mean, you
shield curse,
yeah, if you run a shield curse, you can just use the mids to tank and then focus on the neutralizing. Which is very powerful on its own. I mean, you can shut guns off with that in this case. You can shut micro warps off and tanks off pretty easily too. And the Demos now about to go down, so
and it doesn't look like Thingy's
going pretty badly for Gerodian at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Gerodian, obviously this is a very fun setup they've brought. It's a very ballsy setup. Thingy, I think, is brought the much stronger all-around setup. The combination of Sleipnirs with a Curse, I'm really a big fan of that. I'm also a big fan of, like I said before, the like incidental stealth bomber damage.
Yeah.
When you just like have 3 points left, you have the option. I could bring another Saber, or I could bring a stealth bomber, and bringing a stealth bomber really helps, especially against targets like this Astarte that it can hit for almost full damage.
Yeah, totally. Adds an enormous amount of extra damage for very cheap. And this Astarte dropping quick. You can see him kind of stranded there, probably not even able to shoot his guns at this point, maybe a little bit, but
yeah,
he'll be dropping
now,
and hardly any damage even taken by that Thingy team. And so another strong showing for them.
Yeah.
And they'll stay in the winners bracket, and we'll show you guys some more ads and be right back.